What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Ville Heinola and a little bit about Logan Stanley because, unfortunately for Logan, it looks like he's gone down with an injury that's going to keep him out for a little bit. Currently not on the Jets road trip, and, sounds like he'll be further evaluated with a mid-body injury. So what does that mean? I'm not really sure. I'm assuming it's like torso, ribs, something like that. Not really sure what that means. No specifics were given. But now, with Ville Heinola coming back, practicing in a full contact uniform, how long is it until we see him? I don't think it's going to be very long. I mean, we know he didn't really get a ton of time, as it was basically, the first day of training camp. They found that infection in his ankle. We'll talk about that later, but pretty much sidelined him for over a month, wasn't able to practice, and is finally back on the ice now skating. I imagine they will give him a little bit of time to get back up to speed, skate around, but it wouldn't shock me if in the next couple of games here, Ville Heinola gets his shot. And this has been a long time coming, for many years now, in my opinion. Last year, it seemed like he was going to get the shot, as, it was announced that Nate Schmidt likely would have been the scratch day one. Ville would have taken that bottom pairing spot, and we would have rode with it. Unfortunately for Ville, if you don't know, last preseason, in the last preseason game, after having an awesome preseason, he comes out and snaps his ankle, and it was brutal, it sucked, and he never touched the ice for the Jets the whole entire year. But now, he comes back, and the first day of training camp, one of the screws in his ankle that was used to repair his ankle from a season ago had, infected it, and it caused him not to be able to start the season. Again, it looked like he was in line to have a start with Colin Miller on the bottom pair, but alas, didn't get to start the season with them. So now, finally, it seems like the sun is coming out for Ville. It seems like he might finally get his shot to play. He could be a pretty good one, and he could make this Jets team even better. Currently 15-1-0 on the season. Heinola is one of those guys that's smooth skating, very smart guy, maybe sometimes has some defensive tiffs, but that's going to happen. But I think his playmaking ability is really going to shine with this team, and playing with a Colin Miller, I think that could be really great for Ville. I think he's responsible enough, especially playing with Miller, kind of just sheltered minutes, I assume, probably maybe like 14, 15 a night for them, and that would be perfectly fine. I'm really excited to see those guys play together. I hope we see them soon. In the next few games, I wouldn't be shocked if Ville gets in the lineup, and he could make some noise for sure. Now, to Logan Stanley's credit, I thought he played pretty decent this season. He had a few moments that were really good, but the problem with Stanley is, he is not a good rush defender. I've talked about it countless times on this channel. He does not have the speed to catch up with guys like Nathan MacKinnon. Few do, to be fair, but he does not compete well with that kind of style. When they're coming downhill, Stanley does not have the foot speed. They go around, they go through him. He just can't keep up, and a lot of times he ends up in the penalty box because of it, right? So that is my gripe with Stanley. He's an okay player. I do like his offensive ability and, his nose for the net, just shooting it on net. I do like that. But his defensive ability just does not cut it. Not a great penalty killer. Just not really my cup of tea in a defenseman. I think Ville is much more smart than Stanley, IQ-wise for the game. He's much faster, much more offensive upside, I'd have to say, and just overall a better defenseman. Yes, he's only like, 6 foot, 6'1", but Stanley is like 6'7", and you rarely see the body thrown around. You see a hit here and there, but, if that's your argument that the Jets need to be bigger and tougher, I don't necessarily think that Logan Stanley is your guy. And it's not like Heinola is a pushover or anything. That guy's kind of mean. In the last couple of seasons, he's really developed a bit of a, edge to his game, and that's something that he did miss early on in his career. But, definitely watching him a season ago, mean guy. He's going to fit in well with this team, and I'm excited to see him paired with Miller. I think that could be a really, really nice pairing. I don't think that, too much will be going on. Both those guys smart. Both those guys have some offensive ability. Miller's big shot, Ville's playmaking ability. I'd love to see Ville on the power play. That would be really cool. Him and Cole Perfetti working together would be kind of neat. But yeah, no, overall, I'm just really pumped for Ville. I'm happy that he's finally getting his shot, it seems, because, man, It's been a really long time coming. I can't believe I'm, almost in 2025 talking about Ville Heinola not, getting a shot yet with the way he started his NHL career. It's been crazy. But now, under Scott Arniel, I do think that he will be given at least a little bit of runway here to show his stuff. And one interesting thing about Heinola is that he cannot be sent down without being put on waivers. So, I don't think that there's a Manitoba Moose assignment going anywhere for him really all year long. I think worst case he's going to be like the 7th D kind of thing. Jets have to figure out what they're going to do on defense right now. Who's going to be that guy when everybody's healthy? Is it going to be Fleury? Is it going to be Heinola? Is it going to be Stanley? Well, you have to give Heinola some runway first, see what he can do. But right now, I still do think that this is Ville's job to lose for that number 6 D spot. I think he can come in and make some noise, pair really well with Colin Miller, and I think he's the best fit to play with Colin Miller. Comparable to Hayden Fleury, but I do think that he is the better fit, better upside, just overall the better player. But what do you guys think? Will Ville Heinola crack this Jets lineup soon? Will he crack this Jets lineup at all? And when he gets in, will he be the guy? Let me know down below. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this moment, myself included, for a very long time. We've been excited to see Ville Heinola step in to the NHL, play for the Jets, and make some noise. Will he make some noise? We will find out soon, I think. So let me know down below what you guys think about it. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Jets, go. 15-1 on the season. Bye-bye.